Hello, we're
Hi.
back again
Yeah.
for another FGC psychology talk. How's the sound? Can everyone hear us?
Have, can you hear us and see us okay?
You can see us okay. I'm a bit whitewashed from the screen.
From you being now white and not Asian.
I know.
Right. So we have patience with others, patience with ourselves, patience in fighting games.
And then some replay analysis from our recent champ king. That's what's going to be happening today. I think we'll start then with do you feel like you're a patient person? Goes for chat as well. Are we patient?
I probably would have said no for a really, really long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the careers that I have chosen have made me consider otherwise. Have made me go, well, I must be. I definitely think since teaching and getting into teaching, I've definitely come around more to. I always used to consider myself a very impatient person, but I think I was more impatient with myself rather than patient. Rather than not patient, impatient with
you
other
can
people.
split this, as can't you? Like you got the two branches of like with others, and then with ourselves.
And I feel like I probably would have been. I feel like before I became a mental health nurse, I probably would have said that I was neither patient with others nor with myself.
Okay.
And then since becoming a mental health nurse and then leaving that, I then realized, well, I must be patient with others.
Oh, otherwise you wouldn't do this.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that job, right? I must be. And then since becoming a teacher and learning that, I've also gone, well, I must also be patient with myself as well. When I left mental health nursing, okay, I'm patient with others, but I'm not patient with myself. So I'm still an impatient person. But then since doing teaching, I've now come to realize, well, I must also be patient with myself as well.
Yeah.
Because teaching requires a lot of reflection and a lot of being patient with yourself.
I mean,
because as much as we think that these two things are intertwined,
go on.
And they are, one can help the other.
I'm trying to find
this patient with ourselves, is harder to do though.
This is harder.
That's way harder to do. Because that requires
Hey Demure, how you doing?
Hey.
We've got the chat there on the left hand side as well.
Oh, no, I still can't see that.
No. We're talking about a bit of FGC psychology tonight, and just the idea of we've got ourselves we're both teachers. I've been teaching for 12 years. Wendy's been teaching for over 2 years, but she's also a psychology graduate. So I wanted to kind of get everyone's views tonight. On how patient are we as a person, how patient are we with others, and then how do we go and develop patience in fighting games. And I want to kind of use this idea of, can we analyze if someone's patient or not by looking at some recent footage from our underdog tournament on Monday night. So, kind of that beginning question today is: do you feel like you are a patient person in general, outside of this small circle of fighting games? I feel like I'm a patient person, but again, I'm only a patient person because of the role that I've taken. I'm obviously
You didn't
I
always used to be a patient person.
no. I feel
used to be
like
very
I
impatient
feel
person.
like I had to do a lot of this first before I was able to do patience
Yeah.
with others.
You were the opposite.
Yeah,
You really struggled with the first one.
I struggled with this first
Yeah. You didn't struggle with the second one.
one.
I don't feel like.
I come from that piano background.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you feel like I never, when I first met you, I never got that. I never understood how on earth you could be, because we were completely the opposite.
Yeah.
I was always much more patient with others than I was with myself. You were always much more patient with yourself and really impatient with others.
Really impatient with others.
Yeah, you were really impatient. You could never understand how someone could never think like you.
Yes.
Whereas I could never understand why anyone would think like me.
Good evening, Baldoni.
Hi, Baldoni.
Are you not patient at all? Is that with others and also with yourself? Because I want to get your article up first about what patience is, and then we're going to dive into framing that into how we do it in fighting games. But yeah, Cody, welcome in as well. Do you feel like you're a patient person?
I think I'm more patient with others than I am with myself. And I think that is the way that most people have patience. We're more patient with others. I always have the expectation, I want to say I'm impatient by nature, but I adapted. And now I can be patient when I realize this or that situation requires patience. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. You have the awareness that this situation requires patience, and therefore you bring it out when needed. I always have the expectation of myself to do better every time.
So this is being a patient with ourselves.
Yeah.
First. But like, Mew, you've obviously done some videos and some guides on Street Fighter, and you must have obviously coached one or two people in your lifetime of coaching fighting games. Yes, yeah, it's rare. It's very rare, Baldoni. Do you feel like when you're teaching someone a concept in Street Fighter, in Guilty Gear, in whatever fighting game you've decided to share your knowledge, do you feel like you're patient with others? Or do you feel like, they're not getting this? Why the fuck aren't they getting this? Okay. So me and Mew are starting from here first, then going here. But most people start with patience with others first before developing patience ourselves.
And that is a sort of natural progression of things, because it's about social acceptance.
Okay. Is that for both?
No, for just with others. So it's quite socially unacceptable
to eat out talk on stream. I'm joking.
I'll shut them.
No.
No, I feel like it is socially unacceptable to eat and stream. But I feel like it's more socially acceptable to be patient with others, because it's seen as a virtue. And it's not socially acceptable to be outwardly impatient with others. So we're taught from like fucking preschool, all of us, share your toys, don't be rude, don't shout at others, don't act on instinct when someone annoys you. Like, practice patience with others. And this is all this is all testing us and teaching us how to be patient. So all of us on a base level know how to be patient with others. Of course, there are exceptions to that rule, and there are people that don't listen to that at all, but on some basic level we are all socially aware of others, and we all practice that patience, and it's all kind of drummed into us. We don't push in line, we don't curse out others in the street if they're going too slow. Of course, internally we might be like, oh my fucking god, hurry the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
Internally we might be like that. But externally, we practice that patience, and we don't do that. We override that instinct because and we see it in others around us. We monkey see, monkey do. We copy what everyone else is doing so that we don't get socially ostracized and socially outcast. So on a certain level, everyone has a certain level of patience with everyone else. However, when we do feel that inner frustration with others, I get it all the time. I hate it when people walk slowly in front of me.
You
Fucking
so
hate it. I get so fucked off, and like I can't stand it and in my head I'm like, fucking walk at a normal pace. Cannot stand it also when people just stop in the middle of the fucking street and have no awareness of others around them, right? But I can learn that that is an issue with myself. I'm impatient with myself, and I'm putting that on other people.
Good evening, Clarky. We're just going to go for a quick 50-second break before we get back to our next point. We're going to be reading.
I'm just gonna recap what I just said.
Yeah, we just started the ad as well. I also get very angry at that, Wendy.
I also get very angry. Yeah, it's annoying, right? But outwardly, we can't just go and cuss those people out. So we do have a base level of self-control and a base level of, I don't want to look like a fucking freak here. So I'm just gonna not say anything, and I'm just gonna fucking rage inside. But really, yeah, it's much easier to cuss yourself out, and it's much easier to be hard on yourself because that's more socially acceptable, to be hard on yourself. However, it's actually in the long run much more destructive, and it impedes you making progress, and it impedes you making any sort of development in things, especially when especially when you're wanting to improve, or you're wanting to learn more about yourself, or you're just wanting to be more introspective. It's really important for you to understand why you get frustrated with yourself, why you get impatient with yourself, which I'll come on to in just a second. You want me to read?
Just gonna go back to Mew's point we was talking about.
I'm more impatient with them because I understand the difficulty I'm kind of putting them through, and some people might not get fighting games instantly, so I have a better understanding of the struggle. That's called not having an expert bias, if you want to learn the actual term of it.
But for me, I expect if I'm learning something to get it the first time and understand it and replicate it. When I can't, it leads frustration for me. Okay,
so that's frustration within yourself, and not having patience with yourself.
Yeah,
I'm more patient with them. It's much easier to cuss yourself, and also you're not affecting anyone else emotionally, so to you it doesn't seem as bad. Just the truth that it is just as bad. You're completely right. Expert bias, BIAS.
It's when you're so natural in a skill that you forgot how you used to be like when you were a beginner.
Yeah. So teachers get it a lot.
Teachers get it a lot when they have been teaching for God knows how many years. Musicians get it a lot, and when you see someone do something so effortlessly, it's hard for them to realize that, oh, I'm just learning how to press one button on this game, or I'm just learning how to pluck one string on a guitar, without all the actual intricacies that they've already gone through. Because all of forgotten it.
Yeah, all of it's in muscle memory already. So if you say know how to write a really good analytical paragraph in English, for example. You may forget all of the steps that you learned first time, and it's really difficult for you to then, some teachers have a real, especially new teachers, they have a real difficult problem with trying to break down in each individual step how to do it and what it takes to do it, because it might come really, really natural to you.
Yeah. It's with Clarky, for example, watching him julienne that pepper.
Exactly.
Like there
to
was
me,
no thought going through that.
yeah, that was just pure instinct, right? But if someone if someone like me, fucking peasant over here, who could cut themselves on a fucking butter knife, if I was to ask, say, Clarky or another chef, hey, how do you do that? Like, break it down for me, like teach it to me like I'm 5.
Yeah.
They may get a bit, and they show it to me, they may get really frustrated when I don't do it exactly how they do it, or when I get stuck on a step and they go, well, what the fuck, like, I just taught it to you, what do you mean you're not?
But then you build that inner frustration yourself as like, I'm doing exactly what you're doing, but you obviously don't have the same eyes,
and
like,
and with the expert, they're building frustration within themselves, because they're like, I'm being as clear as I possibly can, you know, I'm being as clear as I physically can here, and you're still not getting it. And that's a lot of where teachers, especially new teachers, butt heads a lot, especially with quote unquote stupid students, or not very intelligent students, or students that even do it a different way.
It's a lack of confidence. That's really it most of the time.
And that's what we'll come on to with the reasons as to why.
To clarify what I meant here, I meant the reason why cussing yourself out seems okay is because you're not affecting anyone else emotionally, so it doesn't seem as bad when you cuss yourself out. But the truth is just as bad. It affects your relationship with yourself the more you think about it.
Yeah, which much more than you think. Yeah, it does. It does. And it again, it impedes your progress and it impedes your development.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm a trash jury player, but like, I'm 1800. I'm obviously not trash. Mm-hmm. But compared to people who are above me,
but we're all trash.
But we're all trash.
That's okay, and that's okay. We're all trash, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So this led me to I was
trying to do your job, not doing your job.
I was doing my job. They were doing Sparks. I was doing my job. I did the register. That's my job. I'm a glorified register taker. So I've been thinking about, I know I said earlier in the Discord that this wasn't pointed at anyone, but the inspiration for this talk came from Clarky and came from his frustration with himself. And I made the comment to Seafire of he has no patience with himself. He has zero patience at all with himself. And
I argue that. I was like, that's a very black and white statement.
It's easy for me to say that because I'm an outside observer, and it's easy for me to see, like, wait, he's on a new controller and he's learning a new character, right? He's learning Ryu.
He was learning Ryu.
Right? Okay. So it's easy for me to go, like, you're day 7 into this.
Yeah.
And it's a new controller. It's a new way of
going from pads to levelers.
Yeah, it's a new way of learning the game, an already difficult game as it is. So that's kind of what sparked my interest in trying to learn about why people were impatient with themselves. And I came across this article. Now it's about recovery, but there's a few things in here that can be relatable.
Let me know when to scroll down.
So it says that patience takes a great deal of inner strength. In fact, patience is inner strength. And you need a lot of it to stay on a slow road to change and recovery from a food addiction or any destructive behavior. And I would go even further and say that having a long-term impatience with yourself is in and of itself a destructive behavior. You may not feel like it. You may feel like you're just being honest with yourself, or you're being honest with your progress, but it is a destructive behavior in and of itself, because you're actually impeding your own progress. You're impeding the thing that you're getting frustrated over. And every breakthrough in recovery, no matter how small, should be considered an extraordinary achievement. I also agree it should be an extraordinary achievement, but we find and like with patience with others as versus patience with ourselves, we can celebrate others' achievements much more easily than we can celebrate our own achievements.
Yes.
And I think that's a really good pathway into being more patient with yourself. Is celebrating your own achievements, no matter how small they are. And it may seem really fucking stupid at first. It may seem really like cringe, but like my therapist taught me a really, really good thing of like, go out and buy yourself a little trinket. It can be anything, right? It can be a teeny tiny little like a fucking gem or a phone charm or a badge, a keychain, a fucking magnet, anything, right? Just something really small. Doesn't have to cost a lot. Can cost like £1, £1.50, £3, whatever, right? But just a teeny tiny little trinket, and it doesn't even have to be representative of the thing that you've achieved, but it's representative to you, and it's like a little symbol of something that you've achieved, and then you can have it somewhere and you keep it, and you can look back on it and you can go, I bought that thing because I achieved this thing.
I think that's one of the reasons why I go back and look at some of the replays of like the good matches that I've won.
Yeah.
Instead of dwelling on the bad matches that I've lost.
Yeah.
Through my
and there's
mistakes.
there's nothing bad with wanting to correct your own mistakes. I'm not saying that you are I'm not saying that you're free of any sort of impunity or you're free from criticizing yourself. But there's a difference between criticizing yourself and constantly bagging on yourself, which is so easy to do. So all of your small accomplishments along the way. I just want to
hop on this point quickly.
Yeah.
No matter how small, they should be considered as an extraordinary achievement.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got just something that goes off the back of that, right? You've got to be able to find in fighting games a way to shift your outcome goals into process goals. Because if you're constantly bagging on yourself, it is the #1 cause of burnout.
Yeah.
Fuck this game. I don't want to play this anymore. I can't do anything right. So the idea of thinking about reaching master rank, winning a tournament, they are outcome goals.
Mm.
To a certain point, you can't control that.
Yeah. A lot of some of that is just RNG.
Yeah, with like RNG, you can control the things that you do and you don't do, but there are going to be things that are out of your control. And obviously, when you don't feel like you get that immediately, it will feel like failures. So the fix behind this is to set process goals instead of outcome goals. The bad goals could be an example of, I just want to win 5 matches today. You cannot control who you go and fight.
Yeah.
You could be facing Ending Walker.
You could be facing 5 Ending Walkers in a row.
5 Ending Walkers in a row, you're not going to have a chance.
Exactly.
Yeah? A better goal to have is, okay, well, I've just been recently practicing anti-airs. I want to land 3 anti-airs, and I want to be able to take 2 throws today. You get to control that process. Okay. Exactly. Yeah, until you get a crazy Ryu that DPs at every single chance you can. You can't control that.
Exactly.
And the psychology angle behind this is that you're giving yourself the dopamine hit for a good goal instead of potentially gambling. This is what I mean by like emotional gambling. Street Fighter fighting games are emotional gambling because you're gambling with your dopamine. If you set yourself bad goals, you're gambling with it. If you set yourself good goals, you're giving opportunities for good dopamine hit. Yeah, for executing a skill, regardless of whether you win or lose this match. Back to your point.
Yeah. So, and we can go a step further with that and not just go, yes, I did it, but consider it an extraordinary achievement. Consider it a milestone, even if you don't do that the next day. You know, consider it an extraordinary achievement that you did it that day. It's a day-by-day process that can go on for many years or even decades. And if you have the patience, if you can wait for yourself to get there, I think that's a really nice way of putting it. If you can wait for yourself to get there. We constantly are waiting for other people to get to places, and we're constantly like with tags and getting to master. I was like, he'll get there. He'll get there. I have that patience, and I have that that calm that he will get there. But I don't have that same, I don't extend that same kindness to myself. We're being kind to ourselves. It's a way for us to be kind to ourselves. Just 1 second. Sorry, I'm also modding in Tags' chat, so
She's a big old mod for lots of people in this channel.
um
From that.
oh, I can do it.
Okay. Lack the patience that might stem from false belief about yourself. For instance.
Oh yeah, no, don't steal my thunder. Hold on. Don't steal my mic drop, babe.
Thank you.
So waiting for yourself, being kind to yourself, being patient with yourself can be many years and many decades. And if we look at it like that, you can think, oh fuck, that's a long fucking time. But again, if we look at it day by day and building it up slowly, yeah, it is. It's a nice way to put it, isn't it? It's a calm, nice way to get there. This isn't about like
This isn't about the outcome.
this isn't about rushing
No,
either.
yeah.
Because with frustration and with impatience, it's about rushing, and it's about like
get there.
chivying, and it's chivying ourselves along and chivying and rushing ourselves, which doesn't put out anything. There's no output with that. But with patience, it's calm and it's relaxed, and things will come much easier when you are patient with yourselves, if you can wait for yourself to get there. So here it talks about the reasons why you might lack patience with yourselves. So your lack of patience might stem from false beliefs about yourself. For instance, you might think you should be able to handle everything yourself, or that you'll never really be able to change. This is probably where it comes from. Oh, I'm never good at this. Nothing's ever changing. I keep fucking dropping this. I keep not winning. Fuck this. I'll never be able to change. Nothing will ever be able to change. And that's another form of catastrophizing and demonizing your whole development.
Enjoyment of the game.
You might think that there is only one way to accomplish your goals and become impatient yourself when that doesn't work for you. For instance, you've been dieting your whole life and you've never really permanently kept off excess weight. You might feel impatient with the idea of trying a new approach. If you're impatient, it will be difficult for you to take the baby steps often necessary to reach your goals. Because again, we're rushing the process. We're trying to rush ourselves through it. Whereas instead we should be taking a calm and natural approach to it.
But when you feel so pressured that you need to get Ultimate Master today, if I don't get it today, I'm trash.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a form of catastrophizing. It's a form of catastrophizing thinking. Continue to give yourself credit for everything that you've accomplished for, and remind yourself that you are on a path. They talk about recovery and addiction, etc. But remind yourself that you are on a path to becoming whatever you want to become, and that it will never be finished.
Can I get you reading this paragraph?
So,
our next point.
Short-term goals are useful when you're feeling impatient with yourself and change is going slowly. Set a small goal for today so we can think about those process versus what is it? Process and
Outcome
and process goals. We look at, that's what she's talking about. She's talking about process goals, and think about what you need to do to achieve it. This helps you feel in charge of your life again, because again, another reason why we might feel impatient with ourselves is because of a lack of control and a lack of feeling like we're in control, and therefore feeling impatient with ourselves gives us sort of some agency back to ourselves and gives us some sort of feeling of, you know, perceived control, that's what it's called. This helps you feel in charge of your life again because you're making something happen while waiting to reach your long-term goals.
So here is my rank chart for the last year of ranked games. The big dips are season resets. So they happen kind of every like 5-6 months.
Yeah.
However, like you can see that it is never a continuous journey. Like we go back 2 years from now, right? They obviously big massive reset, but then like you can see what happens at the beginning of each season. There is going to be an initial climb because I'm not this particular level, but I'm also facing people who are also back up there from Ultimate Master from the previous season. It stabilizes, and then there will be a period where I'm trying to learn something new about my character, and as I'm learning, I'm obviously not going to be winning. I'm trying to implement something new into my gameplay so that I can, as I get back up to Ultimate Master for the end of the season, I've learned something new. Again, I've learned something new. Each season tells a different story, and it kind of goes into that idea of you have to respect the plateau in fighting games. So the learning curve in education, and it's not just in fighting games, but it is never a straight line up. It does look like stairs. You learn something new. You get worse initially because you're thinking way too hard about it.
Yeah.
You'll lose more. That is natural. Plateau is when you stabilize but you don't rank up, and then the spike naturally happens. This just happens instantly. It just clicks one day, and if I've acquired this skill now, I know exactly how to ODDP a crouching medium kick drive rush now, but I've spent months and months working on it. I didn't know how to anti-air. I only used to do crouching heavy punch, and now I can DP. The trap then is loads of people do this. This is the hardest bit to get out of.
I think that's where the patience with yourself comes in.
Yeah.
And that's when you start, scaling things back a bit and start from not from scratch, but start from square one.
And build up those small goals.
And build up those small goals one at a time, right? And that requires patience with yourself and with the game and with your skills in general.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Blackhand. Welcome in, by the way.
If I am losing because I am trying something new, I am actually winning.
Yeah. And this is what I say. I always say to everyone, you're learning something new right now. It's never going to come day one. It might not come day 10. It might not come year one. But it's something that you are currently constantly learning. And as Blackhand said, you are evolving. Yeah? Never evolve in one way.
Yeah.
Your point. Back to it.
Is that the end of the article?
No, there's quite a bit. Oh no, it's almost the end. Yeah.
So hang on. Go down to this one. Patience means taking the time to gather your resources, doing your homework, and waiting till the right moment to make a big decision. So, I think what we can glean from that is what I've just said is like when we get to that point of feeling frustrated with ourselves, when we get to that point of this point that Seafire was talking about, can you go back to the other thing that you just went to? Yeah, when we get to this this burnout trap, when we feel like we're getting to it, or feel like we're getting close to it, strip everything away, take it all back, and start from square one, and start with those really short, really small goals until you feel like you're kind of out of it. Working on,
That's it, isn't it? Like,
what are you currently working on with your character? Strip it all back. Work on just that. Don't worry about anything else. Everything else can come, and then slowly build that back up.
It's hard not to quit during the dip because it feels like you've lost completely everything that you've learned up to that point. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait, I could do this, this, and this,
Yeah.
and I just can't do them all. I can't do them anymore.
And now I'm frustrated and I stop playing optimally. Yeah, exactly.
Tilt.
And I think the trap is that you think you say, wait, I could do X, Y, and Z, right? You're piling on to yourself. I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, and now I'm not able to do it anymore. It's because you've added a fourth thing on top of it. That's why. It's like a juggler. When a juggler is only learning how to juggle 3 balls and have done that really well, you chuck a third ball in, all the balls fall down.
Mm-hmm.
Of course they do, because you're learning how to juggle one more ball. So it's not the fact that you can't do it, it's the fact that you've added something else in. So of course you can't do X, Y, and Z anymore, because now you've added A. Now you've added B into it. So of course you can't do X, Y, Z and B. You could do X, Y, Z fine.
But then you end up being an autopiloting player that
But then,
currently were. You still stay stuck.
Yeah.
At your previous version.
And then you're fucked either way. So it's better to just then strip everything back and go, okay, I could do X, Y, and Z. Let's forget about X, Y, and Z and let's just focus on B.
Yeah.
Let's just focus on A for a bit.
Yeah, this is a great
Stay
point.
in the present. Don't spend too much time dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Exactly. So in the past, you could do X, Y, and Z, but now you've got X, Y, Z, and B. In all likelihood, you'll lose a little weight, gain it back, and you'll find yourself in the same place you started, and you'll have to start again from scratch. Again, we can relate this to MR, right? Rank reset. You'll lose or learning something, or like being on autopilot, for example. You'll get so far and then you'll stay stuck, or you'll even start losing again, and you'll get frustrated with yourself anyway. In the long run, you'll have to wait longer for what it is you want, and then if you had patience to lose weight a little more slowly and by healthier, more natural means that are more likely to give you permanent results.
I really like this article. But here,
if you have the patience, if you can wait for yourself. I really like that. I really like that turn of phrase.
Yeah.
If you can wait for yourself to get there, you know?
So I want to show you how that happens in real time over 2 hours with a series of tournament matches from King tonight. But just a few things about like feeling disappointment in our game. For those of you who don't follow Patrick Miller, Core Gaming from the FGC, he writes some fantastic blogs. It's how we structure our SALT management course when I'm teaching fighting games to any new players. And it's just that idea of this. Everyone learns in different ways, at different speeds, and from different starting points. You don't know what your expectations are on how well you're expected to do. You've seen some people being really bad at fighting games. You've seen people really good at fighting games. You do get better over time and have fun doing it. Don't focus on the wins. I've never met anyone who's wholly incapable of improving. Everyone has the ability to learn. We wouldn't be alive otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
But some people definitely do have a harder time than others. But they're far and away the strongest FGC soldiers. We have to be patient with ourselves in this genre.
I have a good point. Just 1 second.
Yeah. We just have to be patient with ourselves. And it just brings on to that idea of how do we develop good patience. I will be loading up Street Fighter 6 to show you some of these replays.
So I had 2 points
Go on.
to make, actually. The first point was another reason why people might get frustrated with themselves is through a fear of failure, which I definitely feel like resonates with a lot of the FGC. We have a compulsive need to prove not only to ourselves that we're good at this, but also prove to others that we're good at this. It's kind of a it's a dick measuring contest in some shape or form, and we all want to be the very best, right? We all that like no one ever was. We all want to be Ash Ketchum, and Ash Ketchum took 20 fucking years
to be a Pokemon master.
So shut the fuck up. You've got loads of time. But and I think the fear of failure is to feel like a failure, and for others to perceive you as a failure is a huge insecurity of ours, of loads of people's. So I think that's something to like bear in mind, is that you really, if you do struggle with this, you need to think about where is your impatience stemming from. And that takes a lot of like reflection and a lot of like vulnerability as well, because sometimes we don't want to admit to ourselves why we're impatient with ourselves. It takes a lot of strength of character and a lot of strength of inner strength as well to admit when we're wrong. And reflection again is a skill in and of itself. And I recommend doing therapy if you would like to actually do it. But that was my first point, is that think about why you're impatient with yourself. Yeah. It could be one of the reasons that we've just listed. It could be a reason completely unrelated to anything.
It could be personal reasons.
Could be personal reasons. Could be trauma. Could be any of those reasons, right? Could be how we were brought up. Could be any of those, right? And that's not up to me to assume anything. And that's up to you to do the own hard work of that. And it is hard work. It's not easy work. It's really, really hard. But it is worth it. It's worthwhile. And the second point I was trying to make was, I say this to my students all the time when they get frustrated with like, why can't I do this? Or why can't I do this seemingly easy skill? Or why does it come so hard for me? And I always say, did you come out of the womb knowing how to walk? Did you come out of the womb learning how to talk? Did you come out of the womb learning how to crawl, lift your own head up, eat with a knife and fork, eat at all? Like, did you like learn how to put things in your mouth? Like, did you know how to do all of this the minute that you walked out of the womb? No one does. We learned it. It's a skill, and we practiced it. First time we put something in our mouth, it fucking went over here, you know? First time we learned how to walk, we fell. Second time we learned how to walk, we still fell, but we keep doing it, right? First time we learned how to talk, we said jibber jabber, you know? We said shit that didn't make any fucking sense, but over time, we learned how to form a proper fucking sentence. Did you walk out of the womb knowing how to write things? No, you didn't. You had to learn all of that. You had to start at the very fucking beginning. You had to start with your ABCs. And I think we forget that when we grow up, we forget that these things are skills, and skills therefore take time, and skills take building blocks of things. And it matters that you have to do it over time, and it takes a long time to do. And you may not even be proficient at it when you leave school. You know, you've only learned like 1/10 of it when you leave school. But I think we forget when we grow up, we think that we just do all of these things so naturally. And English is the same sort of skill. Learning how to analyze is exactly the same skill. And learning how to play a fighting game is exactly the same skill. It's a skill. It needs to be learned. It needs to be practiced. Do we really believe some have a hard time learning than others, or is it more about the method that they're learning with? I definitely think that, yes, I do think that some people have a harder time learning than others.
And interject to this.
And it can be impeded by and it can be impacted by different things.
I have a feeling that some people definitely not like the particular method that they're learning from. Most people learn fighting games through YouTube videos. Most people learn fighting games through experience, and they'll do their own research and they'll do these things, but they don't get to go and talk. Like, I don't think many people, especially nowadays in Street Fighter 6, do as much talking as they did back in maybe Street Fighter 4, where things were a bit more offline. We've got Discord, we've got like tournaments, we've got all of these avenues. But there are going to be one or two of these people who will just sit there on their own, grind ranked all day long. and will just scream into the void at themselves and never find a way to improve, one, at the game and at their own like emotional stability. I want to show you, before we get onto some replays, I want to show you what you can analyze from this game right here. I want you to think about who was more patient, who was less patient, and we'll stop at these points. So those of you who know me from the last month and a half, built a Leveless, transitioned from stick to Leveless, and I went on a rookie to master rank with just buttons, and then I tanked my MR all the way down to 1200 with Ryu, just so that we can show you what these master players still don't actually know about themselves or about the game. So we'll start with this match right here. I hope everyone can hear this. Do you want headphones? You don't need headphones.
Oh,
You can see, you can read the game.
You can read it. You don't need sound. Prove to our opponent that we're better too.
And you'll hear what's happened in here. How many fireballs have I chucked already?
Like 7 or 8.
7 or 8 fireballs. And he became impatient right there. He thought, I can parry and drive rush through this. Within the first 19 seconds of this game, we have already caused impatience with others. And you can recognize this in-game at the same time. Fireball. I chucked way too many fireballs, but I got to because they didn't know how to deal with it. Wait for the skip. See? He doesn't know what to do against spam. Misplay. And then when he gets in, he's thinking, oh, I can do something like that. He knows the counterplay for this. But he has to get past the fireball first.
You've done nothing special here. You've literally done nothing special. You've grabbed and played a fireball.
Yeah.
And moved backwards and forwards. That's it. And this guy is like losing his fucking mind. Literally losing his mind. And you're just gonna grab, right? Yeah.
Within 70 seconds, they have lost patience with themselves.
And you've done 2 things.
I fireballed.
And you grabbed.
And I grabbed.
That was it. And you jumped once.
I jumped once and I
you
didn't miss input.
You miss input.
Fine.
And he didn't even, like, yeah.
So then now, I switch up this game entirely. Instead of a fireball game, that's a simple fireball game.
Well, he's on Jamie Discord, so of course he's impatient. And he plays Jamie, of course he's impatient.
I don't have to play a fireball game now.
And now you're in his ass. Now you're up on him.
Yeah.
You're closing in that space.
Now go back to a fireball game. Why do I go back to a fireball game, chat? Those of you who are SF heads out there. Why do I go big fat rush down, and why do I now go back to a fireball game? Everyone, exactly, meter. Preserve my mental stack, get some meter back. Exactly, we have to have patience with others and patience with ourselves. I has no idea what to actually do. Parry that. And then that's done.
Lol. Jamie is like, that Jamie probably walked away from that. I don't want to assume. I'm just gonna make an educated guess here. That Jamie probably walked away thinking, that fucking scrub. That fucking scrub. All he did
was fireball
and play stupid shit and play fucking mind games. He didn't do anything, but never actually delved into the fact. Well, I didn't do anything either. I played silly, you know.
You see it right there and then.
See it real time.
Within 2 99-second rounds.
What would you want to do if you were in Jamie's shoes?
Wouldn't play Jamie.
But yeah, I first look at my life choices of playing Jamie. I'd go, why am I playing Jamie? That would be the first question I would ask. What does that say about me as a person? It says that I'm a rapist.
Drink too much.
It says that I tell too many women to smile more. I'd look at my internal misogyny first. No jokes.
With that particular Jamie,
Yeah.
he needed to find a way to safely get past the fireball.
Yeah.
Because he didn't lose any health
No.
when parrying.
No.
All he lost was patience.
Yeah. So I would first look at, why did I lose patience with that? Why did I lose patience with him just doing two things? And then once I've figured that out, or once I'd sort of asked myself that question, I'd go, okay, well, if I wasn't impatient, let's just say, but in a hypothetical universe, if I wasn't impatient, what could I do practically to do it? So, talking as a plat 3, with all my extensive knowledge, what I always do with fireballs, because I don't have a fireball. I'm a character with no fireball. I would parry, move forward, parry, move forward, parry, move forward, and try and close that space.
And then use the
anti-fireball tool. I use an anti-fireball tool.
It hasn't played a single minute of Jamie. Already understands the game plan against how to play against you.
Parry, move forward, parry, move forward. Block, even down. You don't even have to parry. Just down block, move forward, down block, move forward. If you're not like all that confident with the parry, down block, move forward, down block, move forward. That's it. You know, it's a top player's dream. If it was me, I'd agree with Seafire and change characters. Yeah, check any drive rushes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And get into that space of the meat of whatever Jamie's medium kick is.
Yeah, get into good range.
Get into good range. Get into good. He never safely went into that space. It was always a really unsafe. He either jumped when he shouldn't have, dashed or drive rushed. And Seafire was playing fireballs. So just observe the fact that this guy, respect the fact that this guy is just playing fireballs, and learn how to deal with that, and make him show you another thing.
Yeah,
Seafire
I didn't have to show anything else.
Yeah, you didn't have. Seafire was never forced at any point to show anything else, because it was just that worked. So why would he need to switch that up, right?
Yeah.
It's like you always say to me, stop doing the same meaty. Well, if they keep not blocking the same fucking meaty, why would I switch it up? Why wouldn't I if they're not going to fucking learn it?
Well, plat 3, no one's blocking a meaty.
Exactly. No one's blocking fucking crouching heavy punch. So if they're not going to learn, if they're not going to learn, just fucking keep doing it until they do. Because it's fucking, I don't know, it's kind of boring, but you know, yeah, Cammy. Well, you know. Whatever, mate. I don't fucking play, so.
Yeah, you don't play this game.
I don't play this fucking game. I'm like Harvey Specter. I play the player. I don't play the game.
So, what we're going to experience now is live demonstration of how the patience is developed through a tournament run from King tonight. He won it. It was a diamond and below tournament.
Woo!
This was his first match against a diamond 1 Terry. Hey Nuggles, this was a good punish. I would have, and again, like now, we're not gonna get into it.
Can we talk? Let's focus on the thing. Let's focus on the thing. On the patience thing first.
So this is already great patience.
Good space.
Tech the throw, didn't push in so much right away.
Yeah. Yeah, get the walls flat.
Fine. Go for a grab.
Go for a grab. Yeah, good.
Yep.
Blocked. Well done. Yeah, because he probably expected you to do for a meaty or a grab.
He was impatient.
And a grab, and he was impatient. Because of course he's in the corner. He's seeing his health go down and down and down. He's also seeing that he's got little bars, so he might get actually like burnt out, and in the corner. So he's trying a different tact here.
Yeah.
He tried a neutral jump. It worked. Nice light confirms. nice little test of the space there.
Patience.
Yeah, patience. Patience. And I mean, this Terry doesn't have no patience. He just have... okay, maybe I was wrong. Yeah, he does have no patience. Yeah, you're right. He's getting more...
He was getting more and more
impatient the more it was going on.
Mashing level 2.
Yeah.
Got punished.
Yeah.
Not an optimal punish. Talk about that later. But then
And
he went drive impact straight after that.
His idea, his grand idea was to drive impact.
Now, just going back before this drive impact. After this throw. I'll go back a couple more frames after the blocked drive impact. Let's say about this spacing here. Okay, we're about to wake up, right? What advantages do we have as the jury player?
More health.
More health?
More bar.
About
the same.
So more health.
More super.
More super. We have access to level 3. We'll round up.
Yeah, we're round up.
Positioning.
We're in neutral right now.
We're in neutral, but in terms of the main screen space, are we near the corner, or are they near the corner?
We're near. He's
more near to the corner
is
in this
he?
stage. Yep, he is more near to the corner in this stage. The palm trees are the corner.
Oh.
In this case.
Okay, yeah, he's near to the corner. Yeah.
But there's one extra thing that we've also got to be aware of. Got 65 seconds left, my friend.
Yeah, time is on your side.
Time is on your side. In this particular scenario, there is no need to do anything overly risky and potentially give up a round. We've got all of the things that we've mentioned, and we've got time on our side. And it's only going to continue to be on the side the longer this timer goes down.
Yeah.
Because he is at the health disadvantage.
Yeah, and he's the one that has clearly shown that he has the least amount of patience out of the two of you. And he's immediately closed that space now because he realizes that he's in the corner, perhaps. And I think King, just there, in that last sort of interaction and a half, was showing a little bit of impatience in the fact that he could see that he had this much health to go, and when I need to finish this now, I need to finish this,
Yeah.
you know, I need to be the very best fucking now,
Yeah.
like right now.
What matters in tournament play is the win, not how long it took you to get the win.
Exactly, no one is calculating that. From experience, I'm talking about myself. I get lost when I spend too much time on the round. Yeah, because you feel that sense of urgency, right? You feel that sense of, you feel that sense of urgency of I've got to win it now.
First to 3, we're 1-0 up. The story behind patience comes from this context now, okay? You might not remember this round, but already, given the context of this story so far, who is the more impatient person?
The Terry.
Because?
From the evidence that we've seen in the last round.
He is also now one game
down, yeah.
He's one game down already. That is a mental desperation that you don't see from just one round in itself, but you can keep in mind that story, that there is a frustration meter, there is a patience meter that is building up invisibly in front of you.
We love a bit of foreshadowing. Oh, here's some special tech.
I believe if the screen shakes, you're minus. If the screen doesn't shake, you're plus. It's time to take your turn back. The screen didn't shake, but it was only really a -1 situation from Terry. You could only really light punch and take your turn this way. Oh, doing replay analysis as well as the second part of this video.
Oh, sorry.
Good. Perfect. You should always light punch Terry's power knuckle. That's the only way you can punish them. But there's a special spacing that you can't punish this. So right there. It was -4, you can light punch. Good. Just a grab. Fine. And I think this is when I told you he DPs every wake up. I'd like to know what this process was right here. We're about to walk Terry into the corner.
Yeah, why do we walk back?
What was our reasoning for giving up half of a screen of space?
We were already we were already giving him quite a lot of space. Why did we give him more space? Gave him like a whole fucking apartment's worth of space.
Ah, you told me not to burn out. So
Fair.
playing patiently doesn't mean that you spend the time to give up the space. It doesn't mean that you are passive either. You were absolutely fine.
Where you were. Yeah.
Crouch blocking right here.
Yeah. See what he does.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Don't burn out. It was a great idea. But that does not mean burning out doesn't mean backing away.
Yeah, you can gain the same amount of bar keeping that space.
You actually gain bar slower when you walk back.
Yeah, but like you can with this space, you gain the same amount of bar as you do by walking all the way back and then crouch blocking.
Yeah.
He can't do shit all from here. Only thing he can do is fireball.
Power knuckle, fireball. Both of them you can just block.
Yeah.
Just crouch block.
Let's crouch block.
Grab, yeah. I remember this, Harry. Hey, Kravex. We're just doing some tournament review right now. Talking about patience and impatience with ourselves and with our opponents. Grab. Great DI. This is the second time he smashed that. I sent one of my students to the NCH Underdog Diamond and Below tournament on Monday night. He won this.
Hi, Kravex.
Hey, Kravex. Yeah. Talk to me, King. Talk to me about that. You dropped the input because it was a forward medium punch. There was a mislink. Yes, absolutely. That was a grab. You blocked. You DI'd. You went for the... You were about to go for... Yeah. What would you like to say? It was... Yeah, all it was. All it was just a late input. Yeah? You missed the input. He was constantly mashing level level 2.
Yeah, we saw this in the previous round.
Yeah, he did it last time.
When he mashed level 1.
Yeah.
He's doing exactly the same thing. It's just on a bigger scale. All he's doing is mashing. He's waiting for that.
He's impatient and he wants you to get off him.
He's already impatient here. Look at his inputs.
Grab.
Look at what he's pressing when you're pressing buttons. Look at what he's pressing.
Crouching light punch here would have worked. Neutral skip. How do we adjust? Because I remember we're now it's 1-1 into this game. We go back and forth with this Terry for the entire time. I just really want to look at the Terry games tonight, and in our lessons later on, we'll look at the rest of the replays. One all. Equal levels of impatience.
Don't be afraid to block down here. Low rank Terrys will do lots of unsafe stuff. That's very true. They think they're fucking invincible.
Yeah,
Terrys.
yeah.
They think they're fucking gods of the universe. They think their fucking power knuckle is like Ultra Instinct. And he's already burned himself out. Always doing something on Wake Up, this fucker. Why did we go for 2 DIs
Yeah,
there?
why did we go for 2 DIs there?
Why 2?
Why 2 DIs?
First one didn't work. What makes you think the second one's gonna work?
Really diving in tonight, gang.
Sorry.
No, absolutely.
The Terry is fishing.
With a button.
He's
It's
asking
asking
to
to-
be whiff punished. He also texts like crazy.
Shimmy
Give me
it.
this full. Because I'm impatient.
Yeah.
There we go. I mean, that wasn't actually the answer that I was looking for. I was genuinely looking for an answer, but I'm glad that you related the content that we've just been talking about. Waiting for him to miss. See, there we practice patience there.
Mm-hmm.
And now he is impatient because he can see that you've got this much bar and you've got this much health, he's got this much bar, and he's impatient.
Yeah.
Always doing dumb shit.
This is the 3rd time he's done something on Wake Up. This was a great Wake Up option.
Yeah, it was. When people start doing things on Wake Up, I start doing things on Wake Up.
Yeah. Yeah, good. See, look, great level of awareness already.
Yeah.
Can we
go.
just? Yeah, sorry, I gotta go because I'm providing King a service here. What did he do? He did a little. Is it here? No. Go back a little bit more. Yeah. Don't go for back medium kick. Don't go for back heavy punch. Walk forward, standing medium punch. Or just stand heavy punch. Yeah? Back away. Probably what he would have done anyway.
Yeah, most likely. I think he does do that.
Well, he does do that. He mashes again, but I don't remember if you got caught by it or not. So there's a mispunish here.
Fine.
You block this. Oh, you
Oh,
don't.
yeah. I mean, fine, it's still up there.
Now, you're the one with impatience because you're now it's 2-1 to him. Luckily, with these kind of tournaments, you get to play them again and again. Yeah, it was the same scenario, just missing inputs. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you were so shaky about touching me.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Time to play.
I didn't know if it was acceptable.
Of course it was acceptable. It's
know
very acceptable to hold hands.
I didn't know if it was socially acceptable to hold hands. We're not even married yet, please.
We gain a lot of information from it. Does the ODDP? It does not.
Let's jump in. Pity we couldn't do anything more with that. See, now he's just wasted. He's just wasted so much bar because he's impatient. Nice. Nice. Remember, he does stuff on Wake Up.
Doesn't cancel it.
Cancels
It looks great. Like, Jesus Christ. But he was mashing. He was mashing.
Oh, of course he
all day.
was. He was mashing all day long. Mash, 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 mash. He made so much mash in these last three matches. Enough to feed the 4,000. Like. No, he probably doesn't seem to have any anti-airs either. No anti-airs, as far as I can see. Dun dun. Because he's fucking pressing buttons on Wake Up again. No back roll.
Wakes up DP.
Wakes up DP. He always does shit on Wake Up. That's gonna not do anything. Dun dun. Grab. Nice. He always does stuff on Wake Up. See, it's easy to do this when we're. It's easy to do this when we're far away from it, right? Hard to see it when
It's
we're.
yeah, when you're in the game.
When you're in the game, it's hard to see it. I know. It's easy for us to say.
Right the eye. Did you see what he did? After this knockdown. You saw it for a split second, King, but do you see what he did? I'll replay it again once you've given me a response. He flash parry. So he woke up blocking. He woke up ODDP, and now he's finally switched to the third option of wake up parry. What would our counter be for this? Obviously, we've got future sights right now, but what is our answer for this? If someone flashes parry on wake up, you know this.
Grab.
Yeah. He flashed it for the smallest bit of time. No, just grab him. You flash parry, you can't do anything. Just grab him. It's free
Grab.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Way up. You see that blue? You gray
Yeah.
up. You see color? You color back. Oh.
It's punish. He used all his bar for that.
Again.
Yeah, yeah.
He only just got it back. Burned himself out again.
This is why we won. I say we won. You won. Not this one. This was the round robin match right now. Good use of fireball. When he flashes green and he hits you, it is still not your turn. Do not think about pressing a button. Only thing you can really do is tech. With all of that information going in though now, we go into his next series of Terry matches, but we have loads of information about our patients and about their impatience. And literally within the span of an hour, we managed to see that flipped around. So here is the top 8 bracket match. Oh, what's going on? GTTSA GA. He does win the first match. What am I gonna do with our patience, babe? There you go. There you go.
Time to
Anything to say about my patience growth? We slowly develop it as the more and more we play this Terry. Fine. That's patience right there. That little small seconds of patience. Why are you moving?
Because you moved.
That little small seconds of patience right there. There. You just went, I'm not gonna do anything. I wait a couple of seconds. Then I move in and grab it. Perfect. Wait a little bit. Good. Back roll. Yeah, we should definitely back roll here. Yeah. look at all this bar spend. For like 5%.
Fucking loves it.
Yeah. Too slow of a button after parry. You're 2+ there. That's okay. We're understanding to find different options. Light punch, then a grab. Drive rush, medium punch, and then wait a bit, then a grab. Winnable. But you can't block any of his special moves. So you have to have the most amount of patience ever here. Now you got bar, now you got the ability to block. Unlucky. Anything to say about patience there? Fell around. Kind of rushed in a bit too. I feel like the jury rushed in a little bit too much constantly, kind of like butting heads.
Yeah.
In this.
And that's speaking from previous encounters. It's also quite important that when we do tournaments like this, and if we come across the same player later on in the tournament, to try to reset the patience and not continue on old grievances, and understand that they've gone through other matches as you've gone through other matches, and that they'll be holding on to impatiences from previous games with different players. You'll be holding on to the same thing, and it's like that old thing of like, you see a player that you know you struggle against, and you look at their name and you go, oh, right? And you think of all the times, gather your resources, doing your homework, and waiting until the right moment to make a big decision. And sometimes gathering your resources means resetting and letting go of what's happened previously.
Settle down.
Back throw.
But it obviously doesn't mean losing any of the information that you've already previously learned. Like he loves to wake up and press buttons.
Yeah, keep
he loves
keep
to
hold of
make
all of that.
he loves to make enough mash to feed the 5,000. Like all those kind of things. Like keep the information that's important, but don't keep the feelings associated with those things that you may or may not have had the answers for.
Harry.
I think one thing I will say is that you need to back roll more. I think it will help. I think it will help
Yeah.
you gain more space. Back rolling may seem really like unimportant and kind of stupid at first, but it does really actually really help. It really does help your game and makes you better.
So from this range, the screen. You see how the screen shakes? You can see it in the background. He is plus.
Right. And if it doesn't,
If it doesn't,
You're plus.
You're plus, but you might not be +4. So at this particular scenario, again, watch the screen shake. You don't press. Because if you press, you get counter hit. You get this.
I have to say I'm noticing a lot more confidence from this Terry now.
Yes.
I think he's gained a bit more confidence considering this is the final 8 match.
Yeah.
And we can use that maybe unjust overconfidence to our advantage. Because he hasn't really learned anything.
No.
He hasn't really learned anything.
He hasn't read you as a player.
No, he hasn't really learned anything about his own style either. He's still mashing. He's still pressing buttons on wake up. He still doesn't have any anti-airs, you know? All he's gotten is just some sort of
Good combo.
good
into
combo,
corner.
and he's managed to. He's still doing exactly the same thing as he always has done.
If you back rolled there, you would have been better.
Only difference is that he's got some perhaps unfound confidence from winning his previous matches and getting into top 8. That's it.
Yeah.
This is what you're seeing here.
I get this exact same
Yeah.
thing just happened.
He hasn't learned a single fucking thing.
That felt good, didn't it?
The only thing he thinks he's learned is I'm the best. I'm the G.
And it is punish.
I'm the Donnie Don, you know?
So you can meter the situation there, by the way. You can meter the situation because he doesn't have OD uppercuts. Walk forward a bit more. Yeah? If you walk forward a little bit more. Because he doesn't have the resources to come out of that scenario. Oi. Thank you. But because you autopiloted as meaty and he backrolled, he was able to do that. But it was still not his turn. You win this.
I see so much sea fire in this.
Well, what all?
You want me to read them out? Where are they?
TPEP 6G.
6G.
We're on this one. Then we're going to do this one. And then we'll have a look at these matches.
Wow.
Yeah. I've skipped these matches.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of matches.
You could have ended it without me. Yep, absolutely.
And get back roll would have helped you there.
Yeah. Overhead. Punish.
Bam, boom, boom, boom.
ODDP. No.
Ooh.
Because you went for stop, so you didn't go for it.
Let's jump in.
ODDP. It's just a raw one. I see, and then
Love
we're
it, we
developing patience right here.
There we go.
Give me a little bit more.
Round 2. Fight. Rising tackle.
Every time. Every time. This fucking dude loves it. Fucking loves it. Loves the rising tackle. Loves it. Look at him. Look at him. Fucking miles away. Like.
Good tech. No anti-air.
Then again, back row could have helped you there as well. Fucking loves it. It's his favorite thing. Done. That's very done. Bye bye. See you later. Get the fuck out of my game.
And you see it now. You see it when you watch back these matches. Like, why was he ever a problem?
Yeah, why was he literally ever a problem? Man just does rising tackle. So it's QQQ 8D8 CC 8D8 C6G. That was a nice one.
I've already lost count of how many times he woke up rising tackle.
Yeah, legit. I think he's lost count as well. I think everyone's lost count at this point.
Yeah. You lost count, King? I would. Just wait for it. And you do. You end up waiting for it now.
Rising tackle. Love it. Rising tackle.
There's a regular one as well. Not even
I know,
OD.
not even OD. He'll do OD in a minute. Loves it. Loves it. Just does it mid-screen now. Just does it when you're not even around. Him and Rising Tackle need to get a room.
We need light confirms, don't we? Ooh.
Watch it. Watch him Rising Tackle now. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. Do level 1. Yeah, of course he will.
Because it's different.
It's different.
It's different.
It's same, but different.
Yeah.
Loves it. Loves doing shit on Wake Up. Right, loves it. Absolutely loves it. Cannot get enough of it. His favourite move. Watch him. Watch him now. Yeah, there you go. Watch him now.
Good patience. Impatience straight away.
Bum bum. I need to do a rising tackle this time. Ooh, didn't do anything. Didn't even rising tackle it.
He saw that twice already.
Yeah.
But the only reason why it worked before is because he did fireball after the knockdown. You're playing the player, not the character. That's something to remind yourself here. Like, they have the ability to learn. Even this Terry. Grab. Yeah. Yeah, fine, get off me. Again, standing heavy punch there would have worked.
Oh, we're back to the rising tackles. Land with the rising tackles. Back roll could have helped there. To help with that.
Good. That was a good anti-air read. Good bait. See, trying to develop impatience right here. Impatience again.
He jumped here. Ooh. Good.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. We'll take it. No.
Even the commentator said that was messy, but we got the win. And now he's in losers.
But again, like, that's on that Terry.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's not on you.
He still hasn't.
It is on you as well, but it is on that Terry as well. Like, he clearly has not learned. So it's KEAD, 8GV, G6.
So now he managed to come all the way through losers bracket. He won, and now he's in the grand finals loser side.
Come on, get ready.
Time to play.
Does he learn?
No, it's Land of the Rising Tackles.
You've learned that he likes to go for overhead.
Nice. Do. Beware of the rising tackle. Beware of the rising. Oh, he's just gonna parry. Yeah, fair.
See?
Round 2. Fight.
Grab. Bitch, get off me. Yeah,
You
back-
could have meet you there
Back
again.
to
Yeah.
the land of rising tackles again.
It does no damage because he parried it.
Yeah.
Be careful how you store.
You messed up.
Boom.
Did you want it to level 3 here?
I think he did. That was that's my instinct.
We've got to a whole classic James Blue scenario. We don't have level 3.
I wanted,
You wanted
level 2.
What would the level 2 have achieved?
Yeah, why? You James Blue here. James Blue thinks he wakes up in the morning with level 3.
You wanted to scare him off because he doesn't know jury. In this scenario here, when you've got the corner, low health, and now time in this case is not on your side, I would just try and get as much information, possibly lose the round, but keep my resources. Because at the moment, King, you don't know level 2 enough to get out of this scenario. You're already down on bar. And he's got full health. He could easily just sit back and block.
And he
When dog. Hey, Golden.
Hey Golden. When dog.
We're just doing some repair analysis and looking at who was more patient as a player. We know who was more patient. Yeah, I spent all his bar.
He loves it.
Yeah,
He wants to get his level 3.
absolutely, King.
He wants to save his mental stack for all those DPs he's gonna do.
Good tech. What?
He's impatient.
Look how impatient he was.
Yeah.
The fuck? What's this? What's this rising tackle for? He back rise. You didn't. You just missed it as well. Patience.
Lovely. He was impatient because you had this much health. He had this much health.
He wants to win quickly.
He did not have bar though. So his options were limited. You had bar. So even though you didn't have health, you actually had the better advantage. You SL, VLK, CFS.
Hey, King.
Hey, King.
Another King. Just looking at some replays.
Yeah.
Patience. And then the patience starts growing more and more and more throughout
I
the
don't
next
know.
matches.
I don't know what you mean, mate. We haven't argued. We don't argue.
Thank you.
Thank you, Golden. What a day off does to you.
Jesus, I mean that's good. I mean, I'm sick as fuck.
Yeah.
So ill right now. I'm so fucking tired. Been awake since 5:15.
You're 1-0. You're 1-0 up.
I wouldn't say we've not argued in 15 years. We haven't argued in a very long time though.
Yeah. Grab. ODDP. Rising tackle. Jump.
Again, it's going to be exactly the same situation as it was last time. He's got... And there comes the land of the rising
Now,
tackle again.
you've seen the power knuckle now. How many times have you, King, personally blocked the power knuckle? Not KC, Ward King 15. We need to start thinking about that. Terry has this massive neutral skip option, and we have to be aware of it. That at this range, at full screen, at close range, power knuckle just exists for him. You can go play some Graveyard Keeper. I'll take over for this. If you're feeling like you want a game for the rest of the evening. No, I like doing this. This is giving you option. Have you had pills? I think it's time for some pills as well. Yeah, it's time for some pills. It's pills are right on us. Sorry, she's ill. I fed her porridge.
He's right, Terry is impatient.
Yeah.
He is.
Good apple juice as well.
I know. I bought it on Monday. I will be over here.
Okay.
And I will be
I'll be a man
a
of one
mod.
to finish.
I'll be a mod
Yeah.
for...
I'll be a man of one
10
finishing
hours.
off this replays. I love you. Let's go. Alright. Come on, guys. One man show. Let's see what happens. Impatient DI. Good parry. Mm-hmm. Something for you to think about is people can spot that decision of you being impatient. If you whiff one move, don't go and whiff another one. So here we see another crouching medium kick. Again, the lack of awareness of how far crouching medium kick is something that we can work on. But you whiff two moves. Yeah, you whiff the light punch, you whiff the crouching medium kick. Time to go back to patient play. Good blocks. Three. Sometimes their whiff punishes too late and accidentally hit a second whiff. Yeah, exactly. So you showing that second whiff, especially at a higher level, you're going to get punished. So just be aware of that patience meter just after your drive rush. Do you need to hit another button? Block, yeah. Again, we can start to see, okay, we need to learn how to deal with power knuckles. We need to know when it's coming. We need to see the movement. So power knuckle is a quarter circle movement. So if you see a crouching, expect something to happen afterwards. Thank you, Bean. Everyone say thank you to Wendy for our chat tonight.
I'll come back at the end.
Okay.
Come on. Round one. Fight.
Good. But because you're only going to ever be like +1, -1 after blocking a power knuckle, all you need to do is go for light punches. Crouching medium punch actually loses in this case. So right here, I'm already thinking another power knuckle, another power knuckle, another power knuckle. Whilst making sure I block my toes. Good. Good space. Yeah, he doesn't block. Good for uppercut. No, we don't. Now, in this particular scenario, just right here, we have the ability to think about going for... DI. Yes, we could lose to a wake-up level 1, but just as simple that puts them into burnout. Then that actually wins us the game. Yeah. And so your stand MP's not working here. Standing heavy punch DI works just the same. And you can still go for this kind of route. Just that optimizing of the advantage that we've gained for ourselves, looking at the meter management and forcing that to come out. Even if you lose in this scenario where they react to a DI, you're forcing them to spend their meter.
All right. Round two. Fight.
React to it. We got punish. Good grab. Good grab. It reaches the C5 special.
That felt good, didn't it? Come on now. Give me a little bit more.
Final round. Fight.
Just going back on that scenario here. You land this crouching medium kick. You can just go straight into level 3 release. And there's the ability for you to use the fireball as the meaty. Yep. Right there. Again, we've seen him do this 7 billion times already. Standing heavy kick reaches here. So then we've got loads of combo opportunities. Impatient. Right here as well. You parried, right? Keep hold of the parry, because you're trying to block any incoming damage, and you just drive rush. +3, -3. We have the ability to go and light punch. Just to keep him out. Even if I parry the block, you can keep holding it and drive rush, absolutely. So you can just hold parry and then double tap. Raw drive rush. You basically get out of the parry animation by double tapping forwards. Pushing yourself out. Both 0. Good read.
Judy wins.
I'm reading this wrong. I'm still reading this wrong. What am I reading wrong? S4S. PJ4L. It's 2-1 to you right now. So this was the match to understand what we could have done really well.
Round 1. Fight.
He's impatient. He ODDPs on wake up. He mashes super. He goes for a long drive rush combo to waste all his bar. Honestly, from here, I'll just release a fireball and walk behind it. Just to show that idea here. Just release a fireball and just walk it. At least you can just come in this way. Release a fireball and walk it. There's no need for some massive overcommitment like jumping. He has a move that goes over it, absolutely. But has he ever really done that raw from that far away? Because it stuffs Power Knuckle. Power Knuckle, he gets hit by the fireball. I was unlucky here. So, I want to go back to this scenario here. Obviously, we missed the combo. But after this combo... stay same side. there's no need for you to jump in the corner. Yeah, he might ODDP, but we've already baited this. Then just... Don't jump yourself into the corner.
Round 2. Fight.
There was already one jump. I know you want to get more space back right now, but the idea of jumping again is not ideal. Just backdash and block. That idea here, you want space, right? Jumping takes 45 frames. Backdash only takes 23. You can almost basically do double backdash in the same time you do one jump back. So the idea is to gain space, backdash instead of jump back. Because all he's showing you is that move. See how the fireball stuffs it. If you had health, you could have tanked that. It was a good read, but in this scenario, it wouldn't have worked. Only because of the lack of health. 2-all. Final game.
Round 1. Fight.
Good. Have a good class, Golden. Good OD. Yep. Patience. Good. So now we can explore this light here. You're +4. Light confirms. You can also go light punch with the medium punch. I wouldn't burn myself out, but I would definitely use Thor. Just to give him that idea. What could we have done here? You know he jumps. Good old anti-air. Okay. Don't always go for the dive kick. His jumps you block. Here, he made a bad decision. He actually had game quite quickly there. But you decide the dive kick is a little bit slower. Good. Fantastic.
Come on now.
Round 2. Fight.
Gonna grab. So again, mistake again, right? Already got out yourself in the corner. Do not jump back in. Lozabot, he is the one that's walking back. So in this scenario here, right, if he's walking, right, you don't need to jump. Let's go back. Let's go back a few more frames. You just walk him down, right? You're just looking for the jump, and you just anti-air. Walk him down. Even crouching heavy punch. Yeah? He's going to want to do something afterwards. That actually kills.
Such a lovely face.
If you want to be even fancier,
Such a lovely face.
if you want to be even fancier, no. I have to pre-jump this. Yeah, I have to pre-jump. So that's the hard bit. Really fancy.
Such a lovely.
And again, death. Right? But that idea of you have more patience than him right now. You have so much patience. He's the one that's at a disadvantage. He may have more health. Health does not matter right now because he has no drive gauge. He's got no drive gauge, no super. You do not need to do any sort of overcommitment like jumping. Just keep walking, and then your mind is only at how is he going to suddenly neutral skip me here.
You messed up.
So this second round, that would have been game. Okay?
Final round. Fight.
It was never going to reach. You know this. He flash parry. Just want to make sure you saw that again. You flash parry that. Grab. Empty jump into grab is absolutely fine. Good tech. No anti-air. Good grab. Anti-air. Parry is fine. He was getting desperate. Same idea again, right? It doesn't kill, but it's something to be aware of. Good DI, and then level 3 we're done.
Such a lovely face.
Clean inputs as well from you. And then we popped off.
Judy wins.
I was in bed, popping off. I hope you had a good pop off after that win as well. And that's how we developed patience throughout that entire set. He kept going for DPs on wake up.
No.
Did
Really?
and on the most riskiest place. Yeah, he still didn't have power, remember? And yeah. Thank you so much for joining me in a chat about FGC psychology tonight. Kind of those main takeaways is respect the plateau, shift your outcome goals into process goals, and
Gonna get you a little charm something or something for the win. Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
That's a really nice. That's a
Yeah,
really
yeah. You
nice.
just remind yourself
Yeah.
like you've done this.
Put it next to your PC or wherever
Yeah.
or wherever you play.
Yeah.
And it's like a physical reminder
Yeah.
of like, why did I buy this? Oh, I remember.
You know he smashed his controller before this tournament. He dropped it accidentally, so his medium punch was a bit inactive.
Oh.
So maybe buy yourself a new controller for winning a tournament.
That might be a little bit out of someone's price range, but
Yes.
like, you know, we're just talking about something a little trinket perhaps.
A little
Just
trinket.
a tiny little
Okay.
item.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
If you have the patience,
Patience.
wait, and if you can wait for yourself to get there, it can happen.
that was a pure example of that tournament run.
Wait for yourself to get there.
So I wouldn't say you were impatient at all, King. You spotted yourself as an impatient person in those earlier set, but then you were like, okay, I have to be more patient with myself so that I can find those opportunities to go for that punish. What a nice round off. We are going to raid out.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for joining me. I'll
Thank
probably
you
be
for
staying around playing
coming.
some games. But remember,
Try to avoid this burnout trap.
yeah,
Strip everything away. Ask yourself, why are you getting impatient with yourself?
yeah,
You're welcome.
you're very welcome. Who can we raid?